At the end of last season, a lot of characters are going different directions, and the Grounders went off to where they went off to. How quickly might we see the Grounders again?
The Grounders. Well, they're all Grounders now, technically. We will. I mean, this season is. That's one half of the season. One half of the season is the Grounder Sky Person conflict escalating, changing. We're going to go deeply out into that Grounder world. We're going to understand its culture. We're going to understand the way that certain leaders might be sort of made, is the word I'll use to not be too spoilery. And we will really play with that mythology a lot. And then the other big story, of course, is the AI story and how that sort of unfolds and then eventually sort of collides with the rest of it and everything goes boom.
So when we see, like, Lexa, the Ice Queen, like, can you give us some ideas of who we might see again?
I can't really talk about that stuff yet. I don't want to spoil anything or disappoint people, frankly. But we're gonna go into the Grounder world. I mean, we're gonna understand. We're gonna meet the clans. We're gonna understand a lot more about the Ice Nation for sure. Whether we meet its queen or not is something I will hold in my pocket. But we will certainly meet characters from that early.
Do you feel the show's consciously more overtly political now, or more directly references real-world politics?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you have to be more specific in terms of whatever issue you're talking about, but I feel like the world is, politics is everywhere, and the politics in our show are the politics of survival, and it's not about, gender or ethnicity or sexual orientation or anything. It's just about, are you strong? Can you survive? And so that's why the women in the show are sort of as prominently, powerful as they are. It's because, there are powerful women, and they got there because they deserve to get there. And we don't look at them as like, oh, she's the female leader, or they're a bisexual couple. They're just a couple,
Can you kind of frame what the challenges are going to be as the season begins?
The challenges. Well, it's a huge tableau, and it's getting huger, which is what makes it interesting for me as a storyteller. But it's also very hard to keep all those balls in the air, decide which story to focus on today. And there's a lot of actors in the show, and there are now a lot of series regulars. We lose them, and then we pick them up. And so, my inclination sometimes is, you try to be fair, you try to make sure that everybody's character is getting serviced, but at the end of the day, you focus on the main characters probably more than the others, obviously. So that's one of the hardest things. One of the hardest things is sort of trying to figure out how much of this great story, which I think is a great story to tell, and what parts of this world to show. Because the world is everywhere. I mean, we could do the 100 Egypt, we could do the 100 Africa. There's stuff happening post-apocalyptically everywhere. So maybe we will.